cut out saying the emergency stop had been pressed. Just unloading the line of one of these being restored in a week. Chester's totally unaware it's Blue Monday. He wants his belly tickled. You look a bit tired though. You look a bit tired. It's Blue Monday and the shed looks pretty boring today. There's a lot less people in it than there was on Saturday. Quick quiz question. Name that band. Sam's got the low loader on. Just going to brush the straw off it now. And he's going to go and collect some calcifert lime, which is what we can put on with the fertiliser spreader, which is there in front of the camera. Because he's off for something that's like we did a flat trailer for, lime, in bags. We're going to put the wedge up to make the trailer flat. So I think it's the top lever. Says. Must have the pipes in the wrong way. There we go, put that up there then. Make sure that drops down. There we go, flat trailer. Right! Bit of a queue for the watering hole. Andrew's just doing a little bit of chipping now. Metal bar went for it this morning, did a couple of shear bolts, so I'll find the metal bar and show you what it was. If you ever build in offices, don't put underfloor heating in. It's just a pain. It's always too hot, too cold, or going off for no reason. So I'm just messing with one now because one of the offices is cold that we rent out. Andrew's made a massive pile of chip now. Had a bit of trouble before it was loaded and suddenly it cut out saying the emergency stop had been pressed. We couldn't find an emergency stop that had been pressed. Sometimes a log can sort of like hit the front there and cause that problem, but we couldn't see how it had and we couldn't see it was pressed in. But we unscrewed them, had a mess around, we put them all back together and now it's working perfect. So there's obviously, I don't know whether it got damp inside or it had a bit of a clout and a vibration, but we couldn't get it to reset without unscrewing it and putting it back together. And it's working now, so it's just working for that pile. There's not a lot left because the other part side of it's quite hollow because that's where we put the driveway in the other week. Ready for the open day. But it's a brilliant day for it because it's nice clear sky. When it's not raining it goes to the chipper a lot quicker. Does anyone know that random cat that's just ran through there? It's just appeared. Christine's in the office having a disco. No, she's not. She's actually sorting out how to sell the hats through an online shop. Anyway, I'm just having a look at this Massey. I've not had a proper close look yet at the rams on it and the pumps, but I think it's been painted with red oxide because if you peel that off, it's red underneath, a better red. I mean, that's obviously faded, but it does wipe off. So I think it's actually not as bad as it looks because it's just been painted with the wrong paint. You see there where it's been coming off and it's red underneath, but then that's like brown. So I probably think it's been near the sea because it has come from the south coast of Wales, Pembrokeshire. And I think if they've tried to sort of tart it up with red oxide, which is obviously more of an orange paint and dull rather than a sort of a red gloss paint. See? So I'm hoping underneath might not be too bad. Obviously these bits are knackered, but we can change them easily. I watched quite a few renovations last night on them on YouTube, so they look simple enough tractors to do up. Just obviously having the time and labour. I just need someone that's sort of retired or semi-retired that'd be happy to be paid in tea and biscuits in a warm workshop, pottering along with one of them maybe. Sam thinks it'd probably cost 10 grand to do it up and 2 months labour. Well, we worked it out with 2 months labour and the 2 people in the workshop for 40 hours a week and a little bit of material, you probably are at about 10 grand. But the price of pay for it, I don't mind spending that much on it because it would be worth far more when we've finished than the labour and what it cost me in the first place. There's that cat. It's just like appeared the last few weeks and lives around the yard. The Massey is obviously a big project to do up and the MB track is probably not as big a project, and I feel like this should be done first because it arrived on the yard first. The other thing is as well is if we do the Massey, do we paint it red or do we paint it black and have it the only black one. I don't know. Someone sent me some pictures last night of a green one. It was like nearly that colour green, Massey, and it looked pretty good. But yeah, that really should be the one that we do up first before we even tackle the Massey. So maybe the Massey just wants spraying with oil and diesel and just park him back in the corner where it's probably come from, or back in the nettles. Get this one done, then start the Massey. Maybe that could be next winter's project, where we'll start it at the beginning of the winter and then we've got all winter to do it, and do this one in the spring before we get really busy perhaps. The other thing as well, obviously we had the open date on Saturday. Lots of people come, really successful in the fact that we've raised, I think, was it £1,400 to £1,500 for FCN charity, which is great. It's Blue Monday today, so how are you feeling? Leave a comment today, your percentage. I'm about 85 because I'm tired. Anyway, we were thinking of doing something bigger and better in the summer. So there's a few things we were banding around, some sort of like festival maybe, something like Agri Fest has been used before, and Agri Aid has been used before, but Agri Do hasn't. So maybe we do something like that, get a big marquee, get some bands, or what they call them, like lookalike bands, what's the name? Tribute acts, have camping, load of tractors that people can look at as well, you know, do something early summer, so before harvest starts, but after sort of silage and hay time. If anyone's up for that, let me know, and if anyone's up for helping organise it, contact Georgina and get some sort of committee together to make it happen, because big events take a lot more manpower. So yeah, what are people's thoughts on that one? And also, should we paint the Massey red how it should be, or should we paint it black just to be something different? I probably think red, but what do you think? I shared a video on Facebook yesterday of one of these being restored in a week. So 3 brothers or 4 brothers did one up for the dad's 60th birthday. So I'll put the link under this video because I think it's brilliant. It's about 10 minutes long, and they start with one of these, a bit tidier, and then within 7 days it's totally transformed as a surprise. So check it out, it's in the link below. Sam's back now with a load of lime, second load today. He brought one back just before dinner, so we're just going to get that unloaded now. Just unloading the lime now with the Churra Products bag lifter. Anyway, we've got 3 rows of 10 on this trailer, which is 18 tonne. But the other load, they didn't quite fit them all on, so we're 1.2 tonne short. Anyway, luckily we've got it on the cameras to show the trailer coming in the yard with less on than it should be, but it's a bit annoying because they told us they put 18 tonne on and they hadn't. When I say calcifer, so this is what it is. So it's little granules of lime, 3 or 4 different grades of limestone, ground up into nearly like flour, and then compressed, well not compressed, rolled round with a glue that's made out of tree sap. You see that? And it makes a little ball, and then because of them balls we can broadcast it with the fertiliser spreader and spread it onto the field at 36 metres wide. But the other good thing about it is, because it's ground up so small, it's so fast acting, and it stabilises the soil and it has a neutralising effect on the acid in the soil really quickly. If we don't have the right pH in the soil and the root zone of the plants, they don't take up any of the nutrition. So that is why this year putting lime on is more important than ever, to get the balance perfect, so every pound we spend on fertiliser, it goes straight to the plant and doesn't get lost. The bateman started today, so I've pulled it out and backed it in the shed so it's easy to do the birthday bumper. So that is today's birthday bumper. So if your name is on there, happy birthday to you. And if your name's not on there and it's your birthday, also happy birthday. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching. And there is 15 hats with the lights on eBay, because that is all that I have in stock. So the link is below this video, and also the link for the Massey that was done up in a week, which is brilliant, is on there as well. So check them out, and I'll see you tomorrow.